and they're competing to the best of their ability. I've been really proud of, the way that Kevin Carberry, Nick Jones have gotten these guys ready to go. We want to continue to battle, want to continue to play better football, and looking forward to seeing them, do that this weekend.
Kind of being a little bit simplistic, but when you look at the offense on Sunday, is there anything that needs to start with to really get it going?
I think just efficiency. That's really been the key. When we've been efficient in both the games that we've won, I think that's been a critical factor. Obviously, hasn't been up to the standards that we have, but it is about trying to win the football game. And, this is a very different year already through 4 games, but nonetheless, we got to figure out how to be ready to go. And I am confident that these guys will do that on Saturday or Sunday.
When you talk about efficiency, what causes or what enables efficiency?
Well, I think it depends on what types of play that types of plays that you're running. I think really, being able to create removal up front, the backs being able to press it and see the right lanes that we're trying to get to in the running game. Being able to, stay on track when we do throw the football, making sure the ball goes where the coverage dictates. I think Matthew making those good decisions, having the protection and the route distribution. So there's so many layers, so many things that go into it, but these are things that we're working towards and want to see that come to life on Sunday.
Just to make sure, Sean, Jeremiah at center, Alaric at right guard?
Yes.
I'm not sure, that statistics tell the story, but the Cowboys, at least on some level, their run defense statistically has not been great. And you've talked about all season establishing that run game.
Sure.
Do you feel like this might be an opportunity where?
Yeah, I think the stats at this point probably are a little bit overrated. I see a really good defense that's good in all phases. I'm not sure what they're ranked defensively, but I see a team that's outstanding defensively. And so, yeah, we always want to be able to establish the run. Anytime that we've been an upper echelon offense or any really upper echelon offense, I think has the ability to do either or. And I think for you to be a complete offense, you have to be able to do that and want to be able to start seeing us establish that more consistently for sure.
Some of the change of pace stuff that you guys saw some success with last year, would Malcolm Brown factor in to more opportunities in this offense?
Yeah, he could. Absolutely.
Is there anything you've done this week, whether it be in practice or in the meeting room, about working on the red zone?
Yeah, today's a big red zone day for us, Sarah. It's really it boils down to the execution and then the decision making from us, in those moments. And so all of those things are what we look at and evaluate. But we try to sequence the week in a manner that's reflective of a progressive build. There are certainly things that we've talked about, but I think they're all identified. There's things that we've identified, and I do believe that they're correctable. And then ultimately, it's about seeing that on Sunday.
Being 2-2 is not uncommon around the NFL, but it is unique here. One is, have you sensed a good week of practice? I know you still have to go today. And 2, is there any kind of increased sense of urgency or anything that's changed?
I think, guys, yeah, it is different, but it's so early. I think, last year, I think what's helpful, Lindsay, is, even though it is 2-2, it's some form of adversity for us. And these give you opportunities to learn about people a lot sooner than maybe previous years have entailed. And so one of the things that I always look back on, it's about being right here, right now. But some of those previous setbacks where you've looked at those as setups for comebacks are things that, you can be encouraged with. And we got a lot of the guys that have handled adversity the right way. And, that's the important thing to me is seeing, I think you learn a lot about people when they do go through that and how they respond. And I think that's what's really important. And that's what we're in the midst of in some form or fashion. And guys are going to keep fighting and competing to the best of their ability. And I know we're going to do the same as coaches.
I was going to say, yesterday as we were sitting in here, Sean, very loud. I mean, I know you guys play music throughout practice. It was very loud. Are you anticipating with the Dallas contingent that you may have to go to a silent count?
Yes, that's a possibility.
What's the balance when you have a receiver like Cooper and he is sort of that trusted first read guy? What's the balance in adjusting to spreading the ball out around a little bit more while also understanding that you have a very high success rate with him?
Yeah, I think it's situationally. I think it's understanding kind of what are the defensive structures that you're anticipating going against. He's a guy that you're going to want to have, at a lot of the primary reads, but I don't think that's the best thing always. I think you got to be able to make people honor all 5 eligibles. Like you've seen, Jordan, that's when we're at our best. Cooper's a guy that you always want to be able to get him touches, but I think when you look at the Atlanta game, that was reflective of getting a lot of different guys involved, and then he'll end up getting his touches in some form or fashion, but there's a lot of layers to it, but ultimately it is important to get those other 4 eligibles more involved as well. Okay. Thanks, guys.